Camus called it pushing a rock up a hill, even though it's absurd, but just doing it for the process. Nietzsche called it becoming the overman, where you resist societal norms in order to enjoy more freedom and self-expression. Simone de Beauvoir called it self-created purpose in a world with no inherent meaning. Sartre called it radical freedom. Viktor Frankl called it finding purpose in one's suffering and discovering a reason to live and growing even in the face of adversity. For Solzhenitsyn, it was telling the truth and speaking truth to power to fight oppression and stand for moral principles on what the world could be, even when the world doesn't seem to care. For Dostoevsky, it was the purpose of selfless love and moral truth, even in the face of existential uncertainty. Every philosopher who has come face to face with the void, the everything bagel, nihilism, meaninglessness, has come up with different words for the same answer. That if life is just a video game and we don't know how it started and we know that the cord eventually gets unplugged and it ends and it seems absurd, the best we can do is resist platitudes of promises of the next game, resist the social pressures that we have to do it this any certain way, resist the illusions of fame and money because they're even more meaninglessness in this scenario, and build levels that are valuable from the point of view of experience until the game ends. Building a game that is worth playing for the joy of playing it, and use the reality of the absurdities of life to create more freedom, to move things around, to support your ability to appreciate being awake and alive and connected to the story. Nihilism, the void, the everything bagel, it can be hard, it can be dark, it can be a black hole. I almost didn't survive that place. We've lost some of our best people to the void, people who think and feel very deeply. But within the void is also your key to freedom. And this is the message from the googly-eyed rock, which is now the representation of my religion, is that when Evelyn starts using the absurdity to her advantage for greater connection and love and laughter, when she starts using the absurdity in order to create a life more worth living, that's when she saved her daughter from the void. And it's the message from every story and every philosopher who has had to face the void and live to survive the tale, is that you can use this to your advantage to create a life that is uniquely and fundamentally worth living at the level of experience, even if in the end it doesn't really matter.